Hello, hello. Oh, we don't have video right now. It's just a black screen. Hello, hello. Welcome as I try to figure this out. Hold on. All right, I'll give you guys something to look at while I figure this out. I hope everyone can hear me as I am figuring this technical difficulties here. Um, let's get everything situated. Um, we're just gonna have some quiet time here, real quick. Let's go. This is fun. Hold on. We're gonna figure this out, everyone. Ayo, ayo. Look at that. We figured that out. Sorry for the awkward silence going into the stream. It's a late one. Josh is not here, but welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast. My name is Louie. And let's get right into it. The Pittsburgh Penguins fall to the Vegas Golden Knights 3-2 in an embarrassing effort, if that's what you want to call it. Um, and we couldn't win. We couldn't. We had a 2-0 lead that we just happily handed away. But thank you guys so much for joining the podcast here. If you guys are live, if you're on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, make sure you guys get into the chat. I want to know what you think about tonight's game. It was a rough one. And I know Ethan already in the chat saying, wow, that was a rough one. Angry Boot says, God, that hurt. Yeah, it definitely did. Definitely did. And I just want to, before we get into it, let's do a little bit of housekeeping here. Let's give a shout out to Ethan and Angry Boot in the chat. If you guys don't know, we have a Discord for the Penguins Collective. Not only did they transform it, but they made it look phenomenal. Okay. So if you guys hop on Discord, go to the Penguins Collective at Discord. I'm not sure how that really works, but the Penguins Collective on Discord, it's an awesome time. We were live chatting through the entire game. If you guys want to get involved in that chat, make sure you go to Discord and you hop on there, you get involved in the chat, and you can see what an awesome job that Angry Boot and Ethan did kind of reforming and reshaping that Discord. I really want to give a shout out to them because they did such a great job on that Discord. And it was fun. I mean, for the first time, we actually had a live chat during the game. Not only that, they were sharing. People were sharing personal photos of like their games and stuff like that. So that's what it's all about. That was the whole point of the Penguins Collective, and they made it into a reality. So I want to give a shout out to them. Make sure you guys sign up. Go to Discord. You don't have to sign up. You just go there. It's the Penguins Collective at Discord. And make sure you hop on there. We have so many. Can I show it? Let's show it. We got people here. People stayed up. People are here. It is 12:49 a.m. All right. Let's take a look at this. All right. Let's take a look at the Discord here. To my, well, you guys would be watching it to my left, right here. Bang. This is the Discord. Let's just take a look at this. Look at all this. Look at all this nonsense. We dubbed the fans here. I'll get off of the admin chat there. Gonna do that. But look at this. We got a little lo-fi on there. General chat. You got um the live text, which is where we were going through the game. And did you guys hear all that that lo-fi? Which is pretty good, right? So it's late. It's late. You gotta give me some credit here. It's late. It is 1 a.m. We are here. We are a dedicated podcast. Thank you to all the people, especially Angry Boot and Ethan, making that um Discord look so awesome. Josh isn't here, but that's okay because he would have witnessed a rant by me because the Penguins fall um to the Golden Knights. Let's get into it, right? Let's talk about it. Listen, we had a long break from Monday's game against the Seattle Kraken, which we didn't cover because it got moved to 1 p.m. We won 3-0, which was great going into a long break. We were off Tuesday to Friday. All right. We had 4 days. 5 days to kind of relax and get prepared for a late game here in Vegas. I thought they were going to be refreshed. I thought they were going to be, re- I can't think of that word. It's too late. Let's move past it. I thought they were going to be ready to go. I really did. I thought this was going to be a game where we come out flying. We look good just like the Seattle Kraken game. I really thought that's what was going to happen. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. The Pittsburgh Penguins can't, I will say the first period, they looked good. They looked good in the first period. They stayed strong. It was 0-0 at the end of the first. And I thought, okay, hey, it's late. They're getting into the groove. It was a good 20 minutes. There's not much to complain there. Jari was looking good. Everything kind of was working out. But then the second period, hey, we got 2 goals. Like Gensel got a goal. Graves got a goal, which was surprising. And end of I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but it was 2-0 at the end of the second period. So the first 2 periods, you would say, wow, the Penguins are in it. This is the way to go. The Pittsburgh Penguins are back, right? But as soon as the third started, they took the foot off the gas, and wouldn't you know, the Vegas Golden Knights came back. We gave them opportunities. We didn't know what to kind of expect here, and the Penguins just kind of laid, just went to bed. They went to bed after midnight and said, "Okay, we're done." And the Vegas Golden Knights took care of business. They got 3 unanswered goals. Penguins pulled the goalie late in the game. But then when we had a 6-on-5, Brian Russ gets called for slashing, which of course, that's our luck here, is that Penguins get a penalty with under a minute. And that was it. And Angry Boot says, "Night, night, little birdie." And I don't know if he's referring to him going to bed or the Penguins going to bed, because that's literally how it was. The Pittsburgh Penguins just did not know what to do. They took their foot off the gas, and then they almost seemed shocked that they were getting beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that comes across. They were up 2-0 going to the third, and as soon as they got their first goal in the third, they almost seemed shocked. Almost seemed shocked that that happened, and then Vegas got another one. And then Vegas got another one, and that was the nail in the coffin. And the Pittsburgh Penguins just laid an egg. They literally laid an, like, they did nothing in the third period. And I honestly don't know what to think of it and what to kind of come across. Are the Penguins in trouble? And I don't want to overreact. It's 1 a.m. Okay, you want to make sure you're not overreacting on something um as trivial as a Western road trip. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what happened? It wasn't this year. Was it last year where we played the Kings and it went into overtime? Was that this year? I don't know. My brain is still a scramble. Was that this year, chat? Because if it was, I mean, we just do not have luck uh in the western part of the United States. The Penguins just don't know. Last year, I think. Yeah, thanks, Angry Boot. Yeah, I mean the Penguins just fall apart, especially here. Let me refocus here. Let's start from the beginning here. The Pittsburgh Penguins let a 2-0 lead disappear from them. And I think that's the biggest takeaway we can grab from this game. Ethan is saying no, it was this season. Okay, sure. I thought we lost, but that's great. We won. Once again, it's late, guys. Stay with me. Um, no, I really think that the biggest takeaway from tonight's game is that we fell apart. We had a 2-0 lead going into the third, and we took our foot off the gas and we fell apart. Now, who is who can we blame for that? Because really, you look at these kind of games and you really hope that there is some kind of bounce back. We have the talent. We have the people in place that can help us win. And I do believe in this team. It's not like I'm saying hit the panic button. Let's trade away Jake Ensel. Let's start a rebuild. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is who can we kind of pinpoint? Because it makes no sense. Jari was looking good the first 40 minutes and then looked like a beer league goalie in the third. Then you had our defense just crumble upon itself. Um, and then you had the offense just not taking opportunities at all in the third period. Is it a motivation thing? Is it a time thing? I'm not sure, but something has to kind of change because the Penguins just look bad. Um, Now I will say a little insight into our Discord. There was someone not pointing out people, but there was someone who definitely jinxed us. Okay, we were talking about in our live chat during the game on Discord. We were saying, "Hey, what do you think's going to be the outcome of this game?" And I didn't want to take part of it, but someone did mention it's a 3-0 game. Pens are gonna win 3-0. And all of a sudden, everyone attacked this person. Don't you jinx us. Don't you do it. And then I would venture to say that not only it wasn't like 5 minutes after that they scored their first goal. All right. So I will say no jinxes in the Discord because that's what happened. And he's saying it was him. Ethan is taking full responsibility. I appreciate that, Ethan. But no, I mean, guys, it was a rough game tonight. The Pittsburgh Penguins just did not look good. There was a lot of turnovers. There was just people that, it just didn't look good. I don't know how to explain it, right? And I don't want to overreact because I'm battling. There's like, like if you've ever seen those like, movies or whatever where there's a little devil on one side and a little angel on the other side. That's kind of how I feel for the Penguins right now. The angel is saying, "No, this team could do it. This team has a great roster. This team could do it. When they play, they play really well. We've seen Jari play well. We've seen the defense play well. We've seen the top six and the bottom six play well. Right? That's one side. The other side, the devil side, is saying this team stinks. This team stinks. We're not the Penguins of old. We need to start changing things. There's so many turnovers. There's so many people you could start to blame. What does the Penguins look like? Are we a place where Crosby wants to retire at? Like I'm getting nervous on that end. There is two sides that are battling in my mind when I'm watching the Penguins. It's just rough. It's rough this season. The Pittsburgh Penguins just don't look good. And that's hard for me because I will say they're not the Penguins of old. They're not the Penguins of old, but the Penguins can still play. They can. So I just don't know how to respond to a game like this where they were up 2-0. They had a lot of time to relax, to kind of recuperate, and then all of a sudden, it all fell apart in the third. And we got a game that's late on Monday. So they have 24 hours. They're going to Arizona. They're going to take on the Coyotes. And I think that's the real test for us. Can we defeat the Coyotes in Arizona? We should. We should be able to do it. But I don't know. In chat, I'm gonna turn it over to you. What your thoughts were of this game? I know we have a few people who stayed up late with us. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. It was a rough game. Not only it was a rough game, but listen, I got sick on Thursday, Friday. Okay, I'm kind of on the tail end, baby. I don't sound good. I know that for a fact, and I can't wait to edit this podcast because I'm going to hear myself and I'm going to literally cringe at the sound of my voice. So I'm sure it's not fun for you guys hearing that. So I appreciate you sticking with me. See, I'm about to cough or something. I do appreciate that. But let's get into the chat here. Let's get into the chat. What did you guys think of this game? What do you think is the reason the Pittsburgh Penguins are kind of falling apart? We had a long break. We were up 2-0. What happened? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat as I take a swig of water. Okay. Angry Boot comes in and says, honestly, it's the turnovers that killed us. That and the D collapsed in the third. 100%. I do see that the turnovers have been killing us. 100%. The D has been collapsing. I will say, I've noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed as well, but Carlson, Letang, they were turning that puck over in the third period. Just wasn't good. Just wasn't good. It kind of brought everything down on us. Um, yeah, the D was not good. Also, Jari did not look good in the third. Okay, he looked good in the first 40 minutes, but in the last 20 minutes, that shot from the blue line, which was the third goal, I believe, that was on him. That was a shot that he could have put a blocker out, and I just don't know if Jari wasn't paying attention, but it definitely was his fault for the sure. Ethan goes, you could have you should have joined a VC so we can talk on the stream, but the D was I don't know what this means. You should have joined a VC so we can talk on the stream, but the D collapse was the biggest thing for me. I don't know what the VC means. Is it voice chat? I'm assuming it's voice chat. Yeah, and Jari with that goal. It did catch him off guard. Angry Boot is correct in the chat. It was just a shot from the blue line, and Jari he looked stunned as if it was happening. So that was on him. And uh the Penguins fall short. And that's really much there's not much to say. Uh that's it. It sucks. There's not much to do. I was getting hopeful. Okay. There was a part of me that was like, "Oh, if we just put the puck on net, if we get someone down low, maybe we could work something out." But we just didn't look right. There's something off about this Pens team, and I don't know what it is. And the real question is Jari getting the start against Arizona? Most likely, I don't think so. I think Nedeljkovic is getting the start in Arizona, and we'll see. We'll see what happens, for sure. Uh Angry Boot says, yeah, can't pin it on one or two players. The whole team dropped the ball there. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree on that. I don't think there was one person. It's not like a Malkin turnover in his own zone or Jari. I think it was definitely defense who just didn't show up for the third. The offense wasn't putting a lot of pressure. We didn't take advantage of a lot of opportunities that was given to us. A lot of dump and chase in the third. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but we were just dumping and just chasing the puck, hoping that something kind of pans out from that. So, like I said, guys, still sick. So when you dump and chase, the goal is so you want to dump it in, someone goes down low and puts it in front of the net, and hopefully you create something, and then you get a goal. That's the goal of a dump and chase, but we just kept on doing a dump and chase every single second, hoping something would come out of it, but it just wasn't. So that's pretty much it. There's not much you could kind of take away from this game besides what a heartbreaking loss. This reminds me of the Buffalo game where it was sad to watch and just a rough game to kind of just be a part of. Just you wanted one team to win really bad, and then it just it just didn't work. So yeah, Angry Boot comes in and says, yeah, I hate the dump and chase mode they get in just because we're gonna reread that one more time. Yeah, I hate the dump and chase mode they get in just as much as when they do nothing but drop pass. Yes, 100%. Yeah, when they do that stupid cute drop pass when they're covered one man and it doesn't do anything. I don't get why they do that. Uh, so Angry Boot I don't know if this is accurate, but I appreciate it. The Buffalo game was the first game we blew a 2-0 lead in the third. I believe it. I got to get my people on it, but I take your word for it. Yeah, it's just one of those games where you look back and say, "Hey, what was the cause? How can we fix?" And I don't think there's much you can fix from here. I really don't. I really don't think. But I just want to hey, thank you for hopping in the chat, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. We're just chatting. We're just chatting about a rough game that happened with the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Vegas Golden Knights at 1 a.m. If you have any thoughts about tonight's game, put it in the chat. I am sick. Josh is asleep. So that's pretty much this episode right now. Ethan comes in and says, "Got to play 60 minutes." 100%. Against the Seattle Kraken, we did play 60 minutes. Mike Sullivan in his pre-game interview mentioned that was a game that he thought we played the most in. So we're getting some Discord chats in here right now. Okay, so I'm assuming you're referring to the Bob Grove tweet that happened about 16 minutes ago. Tonight marks just the fifth time in their history that Pens took a 2-0 lead into the third period of a regular season game played and lost in regulation. Others was January 16th, 2004 against Minnesota. January 10th, 2011 against Boston. And February 2017 against Dallas. And then in November against Buffalo this past year. So thank you for that. Look at that. My people were on it, actually. Look at this. Whoa, we got a new person in the chat, everyone. Coming in on YouTube. What's up, Jacob? He goes, "How can this team think they can be smaller than most teams, slower than most teams, and older than all teams And hold on. I got to read this again, Jacob. It's 1 a.m. How can this team think that they can be smaller than most teams, slower than most teams, and older than all teams older than all? Hold on. I'm reading this wrong. I know this, Jacob. Bear with me, bud. How can this team think they can be smaller than most teams, slower than most teams, and older than all teams and expect to be good? That's a great point. Now listen, I'll take the I'll take the older part. I'll take the older part of this question, Jacob, and say even though we're older, right? Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, still producing. Okay, so let's take older off the table. But slower and smaller, you have a phenomenal point. I don't think you can get away in this league when you're not fast. I don't think you can get away when you're small and we're not finishing checks and we're not physical. I think we need to have a little more physicality in our team and a little more speed in our team. That would be great. If the Penguins can achieve that at the trade deadline or in the offseason, I think this team is on track. 100%. That's a great question, Jacob. Keep them coming. William, welcome back to the chat. Says, what in the heck did we do tonight? We sucked, William. That's what happened tonight, dude. We sucked. All right. What is this? All right. So William says, my boy scored his first ever NHL goal to end our night. Yeah. I forget whoever this guy, young kid, he scored his first goal. Oh no. First of all, Jacob, you're fine. I thought I was misreading it until I understood you did it twice, which is fine. It's worth noting twice, to be fair. So that's true. William has a point. The not a rookie, is a rookie. The Golden Knights scored in third period, the one on Jari, I think. Wide open net. That was his first goal. So not only did we suck, we let a guy shoot from the blue line wide open, and we lost the game because of it. But since we got a little more people in the chat, I'll ask that question again. Hey, what do you pinpoint? Sorry guys, ADD. There's a chat, and he didn't want to ask a question. Just want to say hi. Who do you pinpoint as, like, if you had to pinpoint one person tonight that you're like, he kind of screwed us over? Who would that be? Put it in the chat right now. Brandon Reed. Don't have a question. Just want to say hi. Love your stream. Hey, Brandon. Thanks, bud. Thank you. You should have a question. Would love to answer your question, but I also want to say hi to you as well. Also, you, Jacob, while you're here, William, while you're here, and Brandon, while you're here, get on the Discord with us. All right, we got Discord going. Oh, wrong way. We got Discord right here. We talk all the time. It's awesome. Make sure you're there. People who are joining, Jackson is there. Everyone, get on Discord. We talk all week. We talk during the games. We want to make sure you're there as well. Okay. William, was it the admin chat? It was the admin chat. No, that was live text. That was live text, Angry Boot. How dare you, Angry Boot? I just wanted to say that I opened up directly to the live chat. That's on you, dude. Okay. Yeah, Ethan, if you got the link to the Discord, do you mind putting it in the chat for all these awesome people? And it is 1 a.m. It is 1 a.m. So yeah, put the link, if you don't mind, Ethan or Anger Boot, into the live chat for anyone who is watching that you guys want to join the Discord. It's pretty cool. Let's get to some questions. All right, excuse me. Here we go. Like, it sucks when someone scores their first goal to end the night. We need to win and easily could have sealed it if we held it together. 100% William. I agree. If you didn't watch the third period, good for you. The third period, we fell apart. I don't know how to explain it. We fell apart in a way that just makes you think like they just stopped caring. We actually, you know what? It's a great. It was. This is a great kind of analogy. So you know how like when the Penguins are up like 5-2 going into the third, and they're not playing hard, they're just kind of dumping the puck, and they're not really worrying about anything. That's how they played when they were tied 2-2. You know what I'm saying? Like they just were dumping the puck. They were waiting for opportunities that weren't there. And the Penguins lost because that was it. William comes in and says, "So what if we don't win the rest of these games to All-Star break? What happens to our team?" There's gonna be some there's gonna be some trades, dude. There's gonna be some things that get shaken up. If there's one thing I know about Kyle Dubas, he doesn't just accept loss on a season. You know, we're currently fifth in the Metropolitan, so that's good. We were seventh. We are now fifth. We should have won this game. This would have helped us in the Metropolitan Division, but we lost. So we really need to pick up the 2 points on Monday, right? That is what's really important. I'm going to invite, I'm going to copy this. Boom. Ready? Watch this. Bang, bang, boom. Discord link is in the chat. So if you guys want to join our Discord, boom, bam, boom. It's in the chat. William says, do we do a quick rebuild with selling Gensel for somewhat decent return and go for it next year and hope that the Metro is stupid again like it is this year? I will only say I will agree with trading Jake Gensel if he doesn't want to be here. So if Jake Gensel says, I'm not willing to take a hometown discount, I want to make sure I get paid like Nylander, then I'm like, all right, we'll have to look into trading. But if he says, I want to take a hometown discount, I want to be on the Penguins, then let's re-sign him. Let's make sure we give him a good amount of money to make sure he stays until he retires. But we also got to take a look at our future of our team. And Kyle Dubas came out with an interview with Josh Getzoff, and he said we have to talk with them, meaning Jake Ensel and his team, and evaluate what's good for them and what's good for us. So there is definitely a situation where he stays, and there is definitely a situation where we trade him. That kind of made it a reality when Kyle Dubas said that, because it's saying that we need to make sure it's a good fit for us, and if he wants out, we need to make sure it's a good fit for him and us, if that makes sense. I know there are some people who do not like the idea of trading Jake Gensel. All right. Welcome to the chat. Is there some people here? Hello, the real Jim. Say hello. I love the profile picture. Love it. Good job. Like it. Um, love the chat here in the Discord. I'm checking the standings actually. The Metropolitan. The Penguins fall back. If they fall back to the 7th. Oof. Oof. We fall back. We just fell back to 7th. So that's my live reaction to that. Um, all right, let's talk about this Jay Kensel. We're just talk about it real quick. I never want to see Kensel leave, but what the heck do we do if we keep hanging out in the mushy middle like this? And that is why um Gensel is on the table for trading, because we don't want to stay in the mushy middle. And if we have to sacrifice Jake Gensel in order to have a successful future, then we have to do that. We have to look into that 100%. I think that's only fair. You got to realize that's only fair for our team. If we were to trade Jake Gensel, it's for our future, you know? Or it's for right now. How do we win right now? And Angry Boot says he's one of our best scorers right now. You're right. You're not wrong. He is one of our best scorers, and that's what makes him attractive for a trade. So we're not. It's not like we're number 4, number 3, number 2 in the Metropolitan, and we're kind of like, we fall short sometimes. We're 7th in the division. Like we're out of a playoff spot right now, halfway through the season. We got to figure something out. You know. He also says, love our court. Always have loved them and want to see another playoff push, but this won't get it done. You're right. Which is why it gets frustrating. We can't play catch up all season and expect our teams to turn up a notch for playoffs. 100%, dude. 100%. Now this question, this is a whole other chat. We have established that we are not going to do a whole episode on trading Jake Gensel unless it gets closer to the trade deadline. So I'm not going to throw out ideas and stuff like that. We've already stirred the pot enough about trading Jake Gensel for sure. So we really need to focus on just winning right now. We need to focus on how do we close out games right now rather than losing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like we can't just focus on, okay, well, we'll trade Jake Gensel and we'll do this. It's like, no, we got to win now. And if trading Jake Gensel comes up, then we'll address it when it comes up. But as of right now, let's just focus on, you know, playing well. Jacob says, hopefully we trade Gensel to Vancouver and he comes back next year. I see like a loaning situation. You see some players get traded and then they re-sign for less after the trade. I don't know. I don't know if that would work with Jake Gensel. And Ethan, about better defense, I don't know. I mean, we have 2 Hall of Famers. They just need to start playing better. If defense plays better and our offense just gets a little more opportunities, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation, right? We'd probably be celebrating a win. So it's definitely rough. Williams says we're not getting a return for Jake that helps us anywhere near this season or that helps Crosby finish his career. That's true, dude. I will say that's true. That's true. But guys, we can guess and hope what we get for Jake Gensel, but he scored tonight. He's looking good. As of right now in this moment at 1:25 a.m. January 21st, I don't think we're trading Jake Gensel. I think this team needs to tank a little more to get to that point, but hopefully they don't. Hopefully, what? Let's hope next game, which is Monday, 9 p.m., another late game, 9 p.m. Can we crush the Arizona Coyotes? And if we do that, I'm happy. I'm happy because it brings us back to reality. You know what I'm saying? So I think on Monday, we're going to have a good bounce back game, and then we're going to forget this whole entire night ever happened. You know what I'm saying? But it is late. So let's wrap this up with a little fun announcement. All right. Okay, before I go. All right. Before we wrap up, I'll answer Brandon's question because this is your first question, Brandon, so I'll answer it. How much longer do you think Gino will play? That's a tough question, Brandon. I don't know because um, with Gino, he turns it on and then turns it off. So like he could turn it on and then play for the next 4 or 5 years, sure. But if he turns it off, maybe three. You know, like I don't know. Evgeny Malkin is like that, where I don't know. Like Sidney Crosby, I would say four. And I feel confident about that number. 4 years. I think I feel confident about that number because Sid could play pretty good for the next 4 years. Gino, I could say 5, 3, 6, who knows, 100%. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. Jacob says, do you think Gensel will be the next captain? If he stays, 100%. Okay. All right. But if we screw with the future, yeah, 100%. 100%. Hey guys, let's continue this conversation on Discord. All right? Let's finish this conversation on Discord. I will answer any questions you have on Discord. Let's wrap it up for this live stream with a fun announcement. Uncle Danny, okay? Uncle Danny is coming on the podcast Monday night after the Coyotes game. All right? If you don't know, Uncle Danny, he is the uncle of Jansen Harkins of the Pittsburgh Penguins. He hopped on the chat a couple episodes ago. We've been talking ever since. He has so many stories to tell. He has a great insight about the Pittsburgh Penguins. Uncle Donnie will be on the episode after the game on Monday night. Okay, that's a 9 o'clock puck start. So we're probably looking around midnight. Uncle Donnie around midnight sounds like the perfect introduction for him on this podcast. It's Uncle Donnie, not Danny. Donnie. Oh, Uncle Donnie on the Discord would be lethal, and I would love that. Let's move to the Discord. Let's do it. You could start going on the Discord right now. I have it open. I have it open. But look, you guys think I'm not? I have it open. Right? We got some new people in. Hop on Discord. Let's do it. We'll chat all night. We'll chat till the sun come up. All right. Make sure you're in you come in and we love to chat. Let's do it. William, get on Discord. Oh, did we get someone new? Questions will be up in her general chat. Ask away. Ask away, baby. But guys, don't forget Monday night, Uncle Donnie is coming onto this podcast. His face will be right here. So make sure you are there Monday night after the game against the Coyotes. Hopefully it's a good one. Hopefully it's a good one. Can't wait to blow out the Coyotes and have an awesome conversation with Uncle Donnie. Josh will be here. It's going to be a great episode. You could find this podcast, okay? Whether we're live or on audio, which if you listen to the audio version, so proud of you. The reason why I'm proud of you is because this is probably a horrible listen, and I appreciate that you stick it out till the end. You're the best, and I appreciate you. You can find this podcast, this audio version, anywhere you find your favorite podcasts. Your favorite podcasts. Make sure you go and leave us a 5-star review. It's going to help us. It's great. But what I really want you to do is come join us during the live streams, which we go live 10 minutes after every single hockey game, whether it's away, whether it's home, whether it's at a 10 o'clock puck drop, whether it's at a 7 p.m. We are here on X, YouTube, and Twitch. Join the conversation. It's a great time. And once again, we have a Discord, the Penguins Collective. The link is on our Twitter page. It's also on all our platforms. So make sure you join the Discord. We can have a live chat during the game, and you get a little sneak peek of what's going to be talked about onto the live stream. I appreciate everyone who stayed up. I appreciate everyone who listens to this episode. I appreciate everyone who took the time to join the chat, to join the Discord, to be a part of the Penguins Collective. I appreciate you. And as always, let's go, Pens.